Hello and welcome to the new episode of Zorka.Agency podcast, your guide to influencer marketing. Here we talk about latest news, updates, and trends that we see on the market. I'm your host, Vova, working as an analyst in Zorka.Agency. And for this episode, we have a really special guest. Alina from 10 Square Games is joining us today. Welcome to podcast, Alina. It's so nice to see you here.
Thank you for having me here today. Nice to see you.
Alina, we've known you for years, but could you tell us a little bit more about yourself for our audience, your role at the company?
Yeah, sure. I think I have been in influencer marketing for more than 5 or 6 years already. Last 2 years, I have been an influencer marketing lead at 10 Square Games. So working with our mobile titles, and yeah, before that, I worked with different mobile projects.
Actually, it's so nice to see, I guess, from the other side, because I'm from the agency, you're from the side of developers. I'm sure that you have already summarized some of the results of the previous year as we did in our agency. So basically, are you team happy with your influencer marketing efforts in the previous 2023?
Yeah, I think we can say so. Of course, there were ups and downs when it comes to performance, different months, different influencers in different countries. But so far, we see quite stable performance, and yeah, we don't plan to stop on it.
Yeah, but you already uh, well experienced player in terms of influencer marketing, 5 years on the market, and what do you see how 2023, differs from other years? Is it becomes difficult, to keep this rise trend every time showing performance results? Have you managed to do it in your team?
Yes, for sure. There are some differences and difficulties, of course. Influencer marketing, as we all know, is not the same as it was like 10 years ago, 7 years ago. And not even a year, but every month, I would say, promoting mobile games with influencers on YouTube, especially in the US, is becoming harder and harder. So let's say like this, at blindness, then people just don't react to ads or just skip it. Yes, it's common trend. So of course, in these conditions, we have to find new approaches and new ways to trigger audience and basically to make our ads visible.
Yeah, and basically you did a smooth transition to my second questions. I don't want for our discussion just to be like question and answer, to be more, like talk near fire. And because 10 Square Games developers for, believe, two main products that we see on influencer marketing. It's Fishing Clash and Hunting Clash, and both are simulators. So, is it a different approach when it comes for promoting simulations compared, for example, to strategy or RPGs, action shooter games? What are the specifics of promoting simulators? Have you found it?
Well, I would not say that there is some different approach to promote it and to craft the campaigns, right? And same to analytics. But definitely, I see some differences and some, I would say, moments that we need to keep in mind than promoting games like ours. So I would say even now we focus mostly on Fishing Clash because Hunting Clash is quite hard to promote with influencers. Obviously, it's a game about shooting animals, like even virtual animals, so not all channels agree on that, and it's hard to find a proper fit. But when it comes to simulations in general, I would say the main difference is different gameplay. So with simulations, gameplay is pretty much the same throughout the whole experience, right? So we have main screen, we have this very realistic locations and these elements like users interact with, while in RPG and arcade games, it's more dynamic, audience is broader, so you have more diversity, I would say, what to focus on during ads integration, like storytelling, history, like heroes. We don't have it. So this is one thing that makes it more complicated. And yeah, I would say with our mobile games, we really need to target our audience very precisely, and it's not that easy. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, it's like, fish are friends, not food. The phrase that I've learned from Finding Nemo. It's
Yes.
still with me. Yeah.
Yes.
And yeah, because I agree with you that one of the challenges, I'm like a marketer that observes trends, that it's constantly harder and harder for the audience to keep their attention. How to make the audience not to skip the ad. Okay, because, and let's jump to our sponsor. Thanks a lot. It's really hard to, keep this line as it is, because every time we see a drop in an influencer performance. And what I see on the market, there are, it's not two main roads, maybe, as it is. Yeah. First one, if you pick up specific brief, performance oriented brief, like maybe some RPGs or strategy games, mobile games too in the market, and they repeat this brief up to months. If the channel underperforms, so it's not about the brief, it's that we didn't hit the target audience. And there is another approach. It's more branded approach, how to stand out from, typical briefs. And I know that Fishing Clash, it's a great example how you can stand up, how you can make the integration with influencer deeper. I've seen special projects with the shrimp that you did, and the latest case, maybe you can talk a little bit more about it, when you did influencer challenge. Cletus McFarland and Demolition Ranch. Yeah, they, influencer challenge. Uh, can you tell me a little bit more about it? How did you, decide to do it, not to do a simple brief, because it's harder.
Yes, for sure. I think it was how many examples like that we did? Maybe 3 or 4 in total. But yes, as I said, as a marketer, you always have to look for new approaches and new ways to catch audience attention, right? Especially in the US. It really depends on your product capacities and like what features you can use to utilize like influencer marketing channel like and it's full, right? So I don't know like if I can disclose like all details about that or not, but yeah, we were brainstorming with team how to make it even more efficient, how to what basically we can do, right, with gameplay. Yes, and one of the ideas was to set up this community event, basically like for people who don't know, like in Fishing Clash, we have this feature where players can be divided into different teams and pick up like one or another. And during the event, basically one team tries to beat another one. So there are a few mechanics, but we went with the simplest one. So it was hard, like difficult project. It took like 5 or 6 months to set up everything, to find proper influencers, to agree on transferring licensing rights and like etc., to coordinate them to go live on the same date. But I will say that results were really
Worth
impressive.
it, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was worth it for sure. Like when we look at overall campaign performance, I would say yes, it was definitely success for at least from influencer marketing perspective. Like we had the highest metrics when we ever had while working with influencer when it comes to.
But it's definitely not the thing that he will do, months after months. So it's
No, no,
a
no.
really
Like
long, tough preparation. Yeah.
yes, yes. I mean, yes, it's not that easy to find proper talents and set up it on a product side. So we definitely would like to repeat it again, but not on a monthly basis.
Alina, using this opportunity, I want to ask you, how do you choose influencers? Because 5 months you need to prepare this project. So you should be really precise in choosing influencers to ensure that their content, their style aligns with the game. Can you maybe give us a little bit secrets from the developer side, how you do it?
Do you want to know more about like general launches? How we choose influencers?
Yes.
Mhm.
It's more about general launches because special products, if you can tell us a little bit more about these special
Mhm.
projects, because it needs, more efforts to decide.
Mhm. Yeah, sure. I mean, when it comes to our monthly campaigns, there are several factors. I would say I will put the most attention, right? So first is obviously content, what this channel is about. I mean, like it's easy to say yes for fishing enthusiasts, just go on fishing channel, right? But sooner or later you will face lack of channels to work with. So you need to experiment more and risk more. So yeah, then you check content. You think, yes, okay, can this influencer be interested in fishing? Like, so sometimes I check their previous videos if there was something mentioned like that, and just to make sure it aligns with our games audience. Then next important thing is to check how often they post their videos and how many views these videos get, to understand like what will be the best model to work with these other channels. CPM, is it flat fee, is it some benchmarks like for each threshold, let's say.
Yeah, because when the channel, um, you know, unexpectedly stops uploading new videos, I believe we
Mm-hmm.
will definitely see a drop of views. Yeah, for example, the influencer, we made a media plan, yes, made expected views,
Mm-hmm.
agreed to the campaign, and then we see that he's not posting during the months or two. Basically, we will not hit our KPIs.
Exactly. And I often see this picture when, for example, some channel posts videos once per month. And last month or last 2 months, his video got like 600, 700K views. And he says, yes, I have price, I don't know, for these 700K views, right?
Yeah.
But next video that goes live reaches like 3, 4 times less. And you need to be very careful then you see this inconsistency in publishing. Then obviously it's audience stats. So I use personally 2 or 3 tools to check everything that it comes to demographics and variety of different parameters. And also I prefer personally to request for audience screenshots, right, from
Yeah,
this
yeah,
channel.
from their studio because, for example,
Mm-hmm.
we in our team saw that even though we use really advanced tools, the picture that we see inside the YouTube studio, the
Mm-hmm.
split between female and male and audience groups a little bit different. For
Mm-hmm.
example, I saw that male audience was higher, 25, 34 audience. I believe it's one of target audience for most of the mobile games, except in maybe casual games. Yeah, YouTube also shows it more precisely. And
Mm-hmm.
you can also see, for example, watch time from subscribers from non-subscribers. I don't know to track it, but we did some observations, and there is a clear evidence that if the audience channel has more loyal audience, he is being viewed by subscribers, but not like how to channels, the results are better. Yeah, yes, there
Mm-hmm.
are there are exclusions. Channel can perform really high, even though maybe he had maybe 30% of viewers watching him and they are his subscribers. But overall, it's real. Do for an advice from you and from our side, for those who work in those agencies or local teams to see the uh, screenshots from YouTube Studio.
And yes, it's good that you mentioned subscribers, because it's important to remember that not all tools have this access to YouTube data, right? There are only a few partners who have this like direct connection to pull this data, basically. And some of these tools calculate with like audience stats based on subscribers or people who interact with content, while others basically scrap viewers. At least they say so, and we do see difference in different tools. And when it comes to checking their stats with screenshots, you can, yes, make proper analysis, like which tool is showing better and more objective numbers.
Yeah, Alina, I don't know if it's a secret or not, but the question that is frequently asked is what KPIs and do you use to assess campaign effectiveness? Because it's all about KPIs. Some brands are brand oriented. They use, for example, only CPMs and total reach. Other brands have their own KPIs. What about 10 Square Games?
We are 100% performance oriented when it comes to influencer marketing. So yeah, it will be interesting to check this effect on brand awareness and brand uplift, but we don't do this, at least now. So it's poor performance and ROAS.
Yeah, that's what maybe I don't know most of brands in gaming or non-gaming brands too on the market. They want to have performance oriented approach. And little bit brief about maybe your plans for upcoming year, and if you can show us some insights, what do you expect from this year? More campaigns or testing new platforms or formats?
I don't want to reveal all plans, of course. I can just speak about it briefly. So definitely, I want to explore platforms that we have not explored yet, and see if there is potential for our fishing and hunting games. Then, yes, in plans, I also have utilizing influencers as much as possible when it comes to social media, when it comes to UGC content produced by them, and cross posting. And I would say focus on deeper integrations as well and
You know,
explore this area.
or mechanics that will really integrate with the influencer. Yeah. So, for
Yes.
example, his own avatar, in-game prizes. Yeah.
Yeah, we already do avatars. Like, it's not something new to us. Like, for big guys, yes, it's very important to keep their audience engaged, and this is one of things that work actually. Yes, we create like unique avatars for big channels, and yeah, we can see quite good numbers.
There is a rise of short-term content. Yeah. Yeah. Both with YouTube Shorts, with TikTok. Yeah. It's getting more and more shorter. What do you think? Will it affect influencer marketing? Will brands push and dedicate their budget to test, for example, YouTube Shorts more than they did? What do you think? Will this in 2024 we see the rise of YouTube Shorts campaigns or TikTok campaigns, or integrations are still really precise, evergreen, stable way to get performance for influence marketing?
Well, I personally think that there is still room to explore with YouTube Shorts. We had some tests in last year. I mean, like, results were controversial, like, depends on the influencer and what video he or she makes and how it actually will be integrated, because you have like, what, 60 seconds, right, to catch audience attention and still to make it authentic and still make it clear that it's a mobile game promotion, right? It's not that easy. When it comes to TikTok, I don't know, I'm a bit skeptical about it. Like, we tried it quite a few times with different mobile games. And when it comes just to integration with TikTokers, it never worked. Like you should either use Spark ads and invest even more money to this promotion. It doesn't make sense, right? Or to work with some smaller creators just to create and deliver content, basically, that you can edit later and use it in marketing.
Yeah, basically in 2024, like a big fan of some creative approach, new mechanics. I will be really looking forward to see new episodes of influencer marketing campaigns from Fishing Clash. I hope you guys will enjoy this year. You will have a skyrocketing results. Alina, it was so nice to see you here. Maybe we always try to add some value to our podcast, yeah. And you as a special guest, really remarkable. Can you just summarize the do's and don'ts, how to make effective performance-oriented influencer marketing campaign for mobile games?
I would say if you just start or plan to start influencer marketing, there are a few crucial things that you need to remember about. First, focus. It depends on game, right? But I suggest focus on YouTube at the beginning because videos live longer there, and you can still keep getting this tail of installs and revenue even after integration is published, right? Then, as I said, check audience statistics and details, and ideally from few sources. Then focus on views, not subscribers. I don't know why, but even some agencies forget about that.
Yeah,
And
yeah. He
yes,
has lots of subscribers.
yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Yes. Um, I will say check if influencers' content is safe for brand. I know like not so many companies put attention to that, but it still can be crucial for some brands. Yes. And I think one of advice I can give if you just setting up the whole infrastructure for influencer marketing, think deeper about UTM parameters you will use in tracking links. Because if you do it properly, it will just save you a lot of time than setting up analytics and just filtering results by different varieties, right? Then it comes to don'ts. As I said, yes, don't focus on subscribers, focus on views. Don't look only on short-term results, but keep checking influencers and campaigns' performance in time. I see it quite often that not always, let's say day 7 or day 10 or whatever, day 30 results correlate with performance in time. Both ways. Sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's lower. So be accurate than measuring it. And yeah, what else? Probably don't expect that every influencer you launch will pay off, and just use complex approach to measurement results. This is also important.
and we forget to mention the one crucial thing that is really important to influence marketing, to place the description link in the box. And guys, give us a comment, like and shout out, because I'm really happy to chat these 25 minutes with Alina. It's so great. So it's a lot of value, professional value, that you may take, whether you're working as an agency or a small in-house team, just setting up your own influencer marketing. Alina, it was so nice to see you here. Looking forward to seeing you maybe in the next episodes when we discuss the results of 2024. Wish you and all Turn Square Games team good luck and great ROAS and only effective campaigns. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me here. And yeah, good luck to you as well.
See you guys. That's all. And thumbs up, subscribe, and see you later.